It's 17 days since I tore my pec. It is 7 days, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days since my surgery, and here we are. Welcome back everybody for week 3 of my Pec Tear Recovery. I wanted to take an opportunity to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I want to be able to go through this road to recovery without Him. Every second of every day, I'm praying for healing and for Him to just fill me with the Holy Spirit and help me along this journey. So if you're a believer, if you can put me in your prayers as well, I would greatly appreciate that. I had a revelation the other day where I was contemplating other means of recovery, whether it be BPC and peptide. I'm sitting there praying and I'm like, Lord, help me in this recovery. And He basically told me, don't go that route. Go natural, I got you. Just continue on, lean on me in your faith, and you don't have to worry about taking any other medications. We're gonna get through this. I had my second PT session this week, yesterday on Monday. Physical therapist said, again, I'm ahead of schedule. He wanted to respect protocols, he said though, and I was like, I don't respect protocols, so push it. He found that hysterical, but I was totally serious. I'm gonna go in there on Thursday, and if he doesn't want to push the boundaries, then I'm gonna be in the market for another physical therapist. So stay tuned for next week's to see if I'm sticking it out with this guy or if I'm going somewhere else. In the meantime, you can like and subscribe, show me a little support, and stick along with me for the rest of the journey and figure out how I'm gonna go about this. I've achieved the range of motion that I'm supposed to achieve by now. I've told you guys it's supposed to be 45 degrees. I can get up to 90, even a little bit past it right now. That's where I'm supposed to be at the end of next week. Right now I'm already there when it comes to going up and going out, and I'm supposed to be at about 45 going out this way as well. I've now reached that on the first stretch out, whereas opposed to last week when it was the start of week 2, I wasn't even really getting past neutral, which is here. So checking all the boxes and beyond when it comes to other movements, but the doctor doesn't want to start stretching me out to here. He's like, okay, you can reach there. We're not gonna work that way. If I can reach there, I want you to work here, buddy. So give me a little something. So we haven't been doing exercises going up or out, just doing the opening and the stretching of the chest. So I want him to work on these other ones in that 90-degree range before I'm supposed to be, because I am already there. If you agree with the PT, you're in the wrong video. So if you're ahead of schedule, stay ahead of schedule. Don't let the schedule catch up to you. I don't understand why we're waiting for the schedule to catch up. Makes no sense in my mind. So I've been already at home kind of pushing the boundaries towards that 90 degrees. As he says I can start getting there next week. I'm getting there now. I feel I can get there. I'm not feeling any pain. I'm gonna get there. So just doing small things like that and pushing the boundaries on my own. I am taking the sling off occasionally throughout the day and kind of just hanging out without it on, stretching out my arm a little bit, just kind of standing there like this, feeling loose. When I'm doing my exercises like my shrugs and my scap retractions, I'm trying to do them without the brace on, just so I could feel more natural. Standing here without the brace, I feel good, but walking around, I'm still trying to pin this to myself just so I don't let this arm fly out a little too far. I'm finding myself, I'm already rounded shoulders from how much I benched. My natural posture's somewhere along the lines of this when it's supposed to be up like this. Now since the surgery, having to keep this closed even more, I'm finding myself not only rounding, but kind of hunching over as well when I need to be up and proud at a certain point. But you can see I have a little movement here, no problem. I'm very animated when I talk with my hands. That's why when I'm doing these videos, it is good to have it on. But I can get carried away and this could just fly out and you'd see me grimace, and it probably wouldn't hurt, but it's just something I'm not used to. I'm not even 2 weeks out of surgery yet. So I'm at neutral right now. I feel good. I'm not gonna push it with this one yet and stretch it out, but we are getting to about here when the PT has me in his hand. But here's a little glimpse of what I've been doing. When I was talking, it was about here. So Yep, this is week 3, start of week 3, Tuesday of week 3 in the recovery. Tore it on a Saturday, so however you want to do the math. Let's see if I got the calendar here. Happened on this day, that's the 19th, so here's 7 days, here's 14 days, 15, 16, 17. It's 17 days since I tore my pec. It is 12 days since my surgery, and here we are. Just watching a video earlier, and this is why I'm making this video. And this physical therapist tore his pec, and he's like, this is the road for a physical therapist who tore his pec. He's on week 6 and just taking the sling off here and there. I'm on day 12 and I'm taking the sling off. I'm not taking it off and I'm doing crazy stuff, but I need to stretch it out and I need to start to get kind of normal motions awake and stuff. I was talking to the physical therapist. I can massage the pec. You know, I'm not digging in there like crazy, but I can dig in there. It's repaired now. It's good to go. So you'll see I'm up in here. I'm underneath my pec. I'm getting in there. I'm massaging, driving my thumb into the whole pec, promoting blood flow. You know, if you watched last video, you see that I'm kind of just at that point a little nervous and going in here and just rubbing around and not doing much, just a little like I'm petting myself. But now I'm getting in there, real massages. My arm here, you'll see, is still a little bruised. I found out that's because my surgeon likes to tourniquet the whole arm to limit blood flow. So pulled up in the bicep a little bit. Not worried about that. That's going to go away, especially with some massaging. But I can massage every single muscle right now. I'm going to still be a little delicate on the surgical site itself. I'm not going to grind in there, but the surrounding muscle, even the pec, I can be in here moving it around. Lower pec, everything, keep it alive, keep it, you know, not getting scar tissue already built up on it. And that's what I don't want with this constantly in front of me. I mean, this is on for, I don't know, maybe 20 of the 24 hours in a day, but 4 hours over the course of 24 hours, just letting it sit off, it's gonna make a big difference in the end of things. So that's where I'm at now. I'll catch up with you guys later this week and let you know what the PT says on Thursday. Maybe something happens before then. Hopefully only good things. In this next clip, I'm going to be demonstrating an exercise that we're doing in physical therapy. The exercise goes as follows. So this is neutral. You need to get to 90 degrees with that. So the physical therapist is slowly working me out, bringing me back, working me out, up, around, bringing me back, working me out at this angle, and so forth. So think of it like a pec fly or a shoulder rotation. Really just working on rotating that shoulder. So I'm here, trying to get to 90, which is there. Right now, week 3, we need to get to 45. Week 2 was get to about 20. Week 1 was neutral. So now we're pushing for 45, having started week 3 this past Thursday. So I'm doing a little PT at home. I asked my, excuse me, dude, talking on the camera here. Come over here. Yeah. I asked my physical therapist if I was able to do one of the motions that he's stretching me out with at home, some way, shape, or form. I came up with a way that I think is sufficient. He didn't sign off on it, but he said if I think that I could do it, I'm smart enough, I kind of have enough knowledge of my body and where I have my limitations and everything, that I could figure it out. So what I got here is a back scratcher. This back scratcher has a little bear claw on the end of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my finger inside this bear claw, so now I can manipulate my hand with the entire scratcher. I want to be able to push my arm away as well as pull it in closer. I don't want to just let gravity have control of my arm when pushing it away and me trying to use my muscles to bring it back. I'm trying to push it to a certain depth and back. So I have this pillow here as a limiter on the depth that I'm supposed to reach. I have this blanket here to bring my arm up to neutral with my body, because if you're just laying down flat, your arms are typically below your body. Dexter, excuse me. You gotta go away. You gotta go away. I have you guys on that angle, so I can also look back at the tape, but I can see how far I'm getting with my bad arm. I'm warmed up. I did my regular exercises before all this. Put the heating pad on, so I'm not going in cold, where if I were to go in cold, there's definitely a fall off of how far I can push that range. Dude, go away. See this? I'm just gonna lay on you. I'm just gonna lay on you until you leave. Okay? You can't be on the pillow. You can't be on the pillow. So, this is neutral, straight up and down. I'm gonna insert my finger to the back scratcher and gently, using all force from my other hand, push this arm out, 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 out. Hold it and bring it back. Hello. Again, gonna push, 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 nice and slow. And then pull it back to neutral. I'll wait 1 second here. Hey, hey, you're gonna hit me with that thing. I'm gonna push, 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 push. So we're gonna push, 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 push. No pain, nothing right now. No pain, nothing, nothing, nothing. Right there, I feel a little bit. Now I can't see what that angle is. I don't want to look and possibly twinge something, so that's why I'm going to look back at the film shortly. But feel good right about there. Feels like it's probably close to 45. And I'm going to bring it back and get a couple more reps in. Push it, push it, push it, push it, right there. So I feel like I'm getting a little further and further each time. It feels good. And then back up. That's just a little glimpse of me doing above and beyond what the physical therapist has prescribed and my surgeon has prescribed, and me just trying to push this along, move it along a little faster. So I created some version of my own to simulate that going. It's a work in progress. That was just the first test. I got a couple other ideas about how it might flow a little better, but right now it's getting the job done, so I'm going to sprinkle that in. I'd say once a day, because the workouts are 3 times a day. The workouts being the shrugs that you saw earlier and the scap retractions as well. So between the shrugs, the scap retractions, and then the pendulum, I'm going to replace the pendulum or just add this kind of rotation movement in addition to really just try to work that flexibility myself, that range of motion myself, and see what he says the next time I go in. Oh wow, you're better than when I saw you on Thursday, and that's what I want, right? I don't want to go back in on Monday and have him be like, yeah, okay, we got to see if we can get. I want to just get there. I'm going to do a little shopping around to see who else is out there and what they're willing to do. The thing is that this physical therapy office is directly tied to the surgeon right next door, so they walk right in line with what he says. So maybe if I go somewhere out of that building, then they'll be able to, or willing to, kind of do their own thing or push those boundaries a little bit. So just kind of where my head's at. Dexter just finished dinner. I'm gonna make some dinner myself, and I'll check in with you guys at the end of week 4. Thanks for tuning in.